Xu Qing asked Jiang He if she was hungry and she said a little. He told her to wait as a massive birthday cake will also be served. Xu Qing's friend handed a mic to him and asked him to sing a song. Jiang He was staring at Mike. What is this? And Xu Qing told her it was a microphone and it was not an evil thing. Everyone who was invited was there, so they decided it was time to cut the cake. It was Xu Qing's friend's girlfriend's birthday. A girl there was saying she had seen Jiang He somewhere but don't remember where. The birthday girl went somewhere and they decided to leave the cake and start drinking. His friend was asking how much time they're living together and Xu Qing tells him it's about a month or two. He again asked if they were just friends. Xu Qing was thinking he should tell Jiang He the meaning of girlfriend because if he explains now in front of Wang Zi, she'll not think it good. It was too late. Wang Zi went out to call his girlfriend. Another friend of Xu Qing was asking him how he finds such a pretty girlfriend and why can't he couldn't. Xu Qing taunted him because he was ugly. Wang Zi, Lion Zi, and Xu Qing were standing and mocking each other. Wang Zi talked to Lion Zi that he shouldn't provoke Xu Qing, but he didn't accept. They were getting harsh. Everyone was thinking they were going to fight. The one who was the host and invited everyone tried to solve the matter and came to Lion Zi about why he is acting like a child. He also said Xu Qing that he shouldn't invite him if he knew the relationship between him and Jiang He. Jiang He asked Xu Qing why Lion Zi called her sister-in-law before. Xu Qing changed the topic and said because he's ugly and I'm more handsome than him. He also talked that she is also pretty, so anyone who watches us together can think we are a couple. Jiang He argued that whom do people think a good match could mean they're married. Meanwhile, the birthday girl arrived, and his boyfriend rushed as it was time to cut the cake. The cake is huge and beautiful. Jiang He also looks at the cake and thinks all edible. Jiang He was taken aside by Xu Qing and asked not to make any movement from there. Xu Qing went to have a slice of cake for her, but his friends had a fight over the cake. Still, he took a slice and gave it to her. Jiang He said it's good in taste. Other boys were also enjoying cake and throwing it at each other. Jiang He was watching them and asked Xu Qing because they are wasting such tasty food. He replies her he'll buy another cake like this just for her and they can enjoy eating it all alone at home. Everyone finished eating and Xu Qing asked Jiang He to stop hiding and that they should head home now. Xu Qing went to clean himself before going home, while Lion Zi came to her and called her sister-in-law, asking her why is he sitting alone and if she should start knowing about him more. He started forcing her that she should also enjoy and have fun just like others and also smashed some cake on her face. Xu Qing came and he got furious at Lion Zi for his behavior with Jiang He and bashed him. Lion Zi also punched Xu Qing's face and they both started fighting. Everyone present there also noticed their fight. Lights were turned on, and everyone tried to stop the fight and pulled them both back. The police also came there as they got a report of fighting. The policeman asked the two about what happened. Xu Qing denied that they didn't fight although his nose was bleeding. They again asked if there was any fight. Xu Qing told the police that Jiang He is his cousin and came from the countryside. There was also a police officer which was Xu Qing's friend, who listened from his dad that Xu Qing has a girlfriend, therefore he thought it was her. Xu Qing made him clear that her name is Jiang He. They all were taken to the police station and asked to explain all. Lion Zi decided not to lose anything over Xu Qing, so he told the police that they were joking around and Xu Qing punched him. The policeman asked him to tell her all in detail. What kind of jokes they were having, what did he reply, and what sentence ignited the fight. The police also asked Xu Qing to tell his side of the story and what happened. He told them that the beginning told by Lion Zi was wrong. Lion Zi insulted him and so he hit him. The police officer asked both how they want to settle the matter, but Lion Zi asked the police to arrest Xu Qing or detain him. The police briefed him that they both fought with each other and that if they were to detain people, they'll detain both of them. After settlement, Lion Zi went back and Xu Qing left behind. Police also asked him to go back as it was so late. His friend Quincy was also with them. They took a cab and went to their home. Xu Qing lay in bed and he was so tired from today's event. Jiang He asked him what he told to police about her. Xu Qing said that he made her cousin, a high schooler who went to celebrate a birthday. Jiang He was asking Xu Qing why he hit him and he told that the man deserved a punch. He further explains that the maximum reaction you can show in anger is to punch him, not actually injure him, otherwise you are sent to jail. There are two kinds of people. One kind is those who act in a weird manner and other people who are bootlickers. She asked what's bootlicker, to which she was told a bootlicker is a person who deserves to die. Xu Qing started feeling good about Jiang He and that he has at least someone with whom he can share his feelings. Jiang He took a shower and came out. Xu Qing told her to blow dry her hair on her own today. Then Xu Qing went for a shower. Jiang He wanted to cut her hair a little bit as she thought most girls here have short hair, but Xu Qing loved his long hair. Xu Qing helped him blow drying her hair and he said he'll do it from now. They went to sleep. Jiang He typed the text goodnight on his phone and listened to a song. The next morning, Jiang He started writing on her writing pad, and she searched for the meaning of girlfriend. Xu Qing brought breakfast for Jiang He and he was searching for ghosts on the computer. They started eating what he brought. Jiang He was telling him that the food there is great, even the cake they had was also great. Xu Qing asked about her birthday so he can arrange a huge cake for her, but she didn't know about her birthday. Then Xu Qing thought they'll celebrate her birthday on the date on which she came here. Jiang He was happy about it. Xu Qing asked him if she had any copper coins, as people of that time uses copper over silver pieces. If they had any copper coins, then they can be sold for money. But she didn't have it. She remembered she had some silver broken pieces for emergency use. Xu Qing's friend, who's a civil servant, is at home. He asks his dad that Xu Qing has a female cousin. He told his dad that he met a lady and Xu Qing claimed he's his cousin. Jiang He was talking about the security guard Uncle Zhao, whom he thinks are Xu Qing's girlfriend. But they sleep in different rooms and have their boundaries, so if their conscience is clear, then it's fine. She asks him what normally girlfriends do. She'll avoid those things so that misunderstandings get cleared. He tells him girlfriends do shopping with their men, to which she argues that it's just for help. Xu Qing was thinking that Jiang He's good point is that she always listens to him and never insists that something is fake, even though she has never seen or heard it before. In fact, she accepts the facts and investigates them. They saw a couple kissing on the road. Jiang He talked the people of this era are pretty liberal. He asked Jiang He if she saw anything like this in her era. Xu Qing brought a birthday cake for her. He didn't have any idea of her age, so he took 18 candles roughly. They blew out candles, and Xu Qing asked her to make a wish, as it was her first birthday here, so her wish may come true. Jiang He found it a weird ceremony, but Xu Qing tells her she get used to it. Xu Qing taught him to slice the cake. She gave the first slice to him. The rest of the cake was all for Jiang He. She had it and found it delicious, just like she had tasted cream for the first time in her life. Xu Qing offered her coke and they celebrated their meeting together. Jiang He took photos of her cake and stored the rest. Xu Qing and Jiang He were discussing their eras and asks her if she was really from the Kai Yuan era and what he found different between her era and this one. She tells him that there was nothing man-made calamities in her era, but there were floods, plagues, and droughts everywhere. Xu Qing sums up that her era can be considered both a good and bad time. She adds that food can be thrown around for pleasure in this era. People show off their thighs, even couples aren't afraid to get intimate out in the open. Xu Qing told her he'll transfer some money to her wallet so she can shop for things that she wants on her own, and he'll teach her how to do shopping. Xu Qing was thinking about Jiang He that her skills are not so relevant for this modern era. Even if she has multiple skills, it's a pity. Jiang He asked if she'll do his work. Xu Qing asks her if he'll pay him 5 yuan per meal, but Jiang He didn't feel it was suitable. Jiang He is helping Xu Qing with cooking. He was telling her this sugar is used for seasoning. She advises him not to use so much seasoning. The dish turned fragmented. They had cooked together something at home first time in these 2 months. Xu Qing tried her food and it was delicious. They were having food on the table. Xu Qing was joking that Jiang He's will be so famous that he'll be able to read it in history. Jiang He got an idea of growing fields, and Xu Qing advised her to leave this unrealistic idea as it won't work. Xu Qing didn't allow her and said she can live here like her own home and he'll take care of her just like he takes care of his cat. She praised him as a good guy. Xu Qing asked her to call him young master. Xu Qing guided her to make a new account where she can upload photos of the cake. He helped her register her account and set the password. He then taught her how to click photos. Jiang He was thinking that everything here exists just for the enjoyment of people, and it is not like in the past when people do anything just to survive. She felt that she looks much different than when she arrived here. Xu Qing was drying her hair, so she suggested he keep his hair also long, as it'll look pretty nice, and then she can also help him blow dry his hair. Jiang He wondered if Xu Qing was from his time, and how could he survive with weak skills and a big heart. She felt good that how things are now. Xu Qing was watching her pictures and noticing that she was becoming a darling. Xu Qing went to his mom and she asked about his girlfriend. He told that he came alone and Jiang He is at home. His mom was still thinking that they should consider themselves seriously and decide anything. She asked where Jiang He came. Xu Qing told her that she has come here for work. His mom asks him to bring her here and she'll suggest to her that if they aren't compatible, they should break up. Xu Qing's father came home and asked him if he was here to pay the rent. He tells him that he's here for a meal. They had dinner and Xu Qing was thinking about Jiang He that she should have taken a meal and started playing a game. Xu Qing saw a ginger plant in his mom's house and he asked to have some so he could grow in his home too. He thought about Jiang He and that she'll love growing this plant. Xu Qing was leaving for home. He tells his mom that he was in love. His mom supports him that they're living together for days. Xu Qing kept thinking about Jiang He, that he used to make a joke that she was his girlfriend and now he's in love. He thought that people have normal girlfriends, but his girlfriend is from 1,000 and 1,200 years ago.